Peace, quick love. Think fast. I just caught this vibe that happened now. Somebody had brought up the show Naked and Afraid, and I caught a download as it came up, and High Self was like, bro, they use that show to socially engineer and basically subconsciously program people to be scared of living off the grid, you know. And this show was out. Matter of fact, this was like this was when I was watching TV, you know. This is I was trying to say when I was watching TV a lot, all the time. But anyway, and which no, I don't think it's that old, but it definitely been out for a second. But again, showing you how the social engineering situation. In fact, go check out my video about the Tavistock Institute, social engineering. Or go check out the video about dystopia with Aldous Huxley. But again, it's like programming the subconscious and the fact that we know how the subconscious work. You know, and if you don't, go check out, you know, some of my videos I did on subconscious and just learn about the subconscious in general, you know, and you know, because that's basically all what magic is, you know, tapping into the darkness of that subconscious. A lot of times why, you know, in essence they call it black magic, but also too they use terminologies like that to scare you away from it. But again, that Naked and Afraid, you know, and I think about like and reason why I knew for sure, like, because I also caught like a glimpse in my head of like one of the scenes from the show, and they would always just make it seem like, you know, like it was just so, you know, extremely harsh, you know, like, and of course, you know, you could say like, well, that's the extreme, you know, they drop them off butt naked, they barely had anything. But again, people not seeing that, people just saying like, oh no, I wouldn't, you know, outside this and that, like, so they just, you know, people just gonna see it as being outside and not want to be outside. And the more and more the little characters, again, like, oh, I'm scared, or, you know, this and that, is, you know, subconsciously programming people to be scared to be in nature, you know. See, that's why I like my house, boy, you know, this and that, that and this, you know. It's like it's made to create that, you know, that subconscious programming, you know, keep everybody in a certain type of format of thinking, certain type of way of acting. Again, y'all, now is the time, not tomorrow. You know, for those of us who ready to wake up, you know, we're waking up at different levels, you know, at different paces, you know, but it's time to raise that awareness in that area, you know. Again, Hollywood, you know, is constantly pushing out the subconscious programming and propaganda, you know, and a lot of people, you know, because I include myself, you know, like, of course I knew there was something to us, you know, watching stuff and soaking it in, but I didn't know how important, you know, the subconscious was to manifesting things around you. Like, I saw coincidences, what I would think, like, before I knew the word synchronicity, like, you know, I knew the energies, it was on another level, you know, but not until I got, like, you know, confirmation with certain literature and stuff like that. But again, be aware of what you know, what you're watching. You know, you pass by the TV, you see somebody watching some foolishness, run that game on them right quick. Like, bro, you know they trying to scare you. And let me quit, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we don't want to be forcing no information upon nobody. But you know how we got those little windows of, you know, saying a little something without trying to force it or being in our ego. Because ego breeds ego. If you deliver a message to somebody with an ego, or with like, you know how some, the conscious vibe of like, oh, the sheeple, y'all sheeple, this and that. If you're gonna talk like that, then nah, you're gonna create, that same vibe back towards you. But just sharing the information when you feel that vibe that people are at least open enough to at least hear you out, you might want to share. But again, y'all, this is how social engineering work. They've been since Terminator, since way before that, they've been pushing the transhumanism vibe. From X-Files showing you how they trying to do, build super soldiers, and transhumanism, trying to create robots and make them overtake us. And that's just, even heard my brethren say something about they got a fully automated McDonald's right now. Like, come on, y'all. And again, it takes, awareness, speaking up, doing what we gotta do. If we gotta not spend money in certain places, it's time to be a little more, again, not on the old school sense of picketing and boycotting, but there's certain things that we could do or not do that could further help the situation. Shine the light on that shadow, expose it. But that's basically it. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Peace, y'all.